I'm gonna get this thing so that it is close enough. That's really good.
The charger that is by the back door that you use for your laptop. Listening. Yeah. Just plug it there. Thank you.
I move the flag for police, I complain.
Eh?
No, I move the flag for police, I complain.
Flag football.
No, Cameroon flag. For Amber police, because they're live on
Camera.
YouTube. Yes, on YouTube. See
Yeah,
my
that's
camera
okay.
now for YouTube. Yes,
Yeah, that's what it
yes,
says, yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah, I get you now. Yeah, I get
Yes,
you.
yeah. I'll go bring SOBA America TV flag. Put that for you. I'll be right back. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How does it look, sweetheart?
Sorry?
No, I asked now. Flow side. Made Tim hair look on TV.
Oh.
Looks good. Perfect. Thank you. Hi, Uncle Nick. Hi, Aunt Rose.
How are you?
I'm good. Oh, hi, Auntie Rose. Oh, so good to see you. Good to see you. Nice. Well, live on TV, so we'll talk later.
All right, okay, bye-bye.
Okay. You're live on TV.
All right. I don't know what you want for SOBA TV. Yeah, so broadcasting SOBA TV.
Hi, Uncle Nick.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Oh,
I see Auntie Rose there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, no, it will not be too long before we congregate again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, greetings, guys. Greetings, Emeritus, Dr. Nick.
Hey, Emeritus.
Mr. Kaba and all.
Greetings, sir. Greetings.
Greetings. You guys are live on SOBA America TV. Oh, Emeritus. Emeritus, my friend, can you text CFO and let him to announce that we're live so people know?
Yeah.
Because my phone is the thingy.
PRO, you mean?
PRO, sorry. Yes.
Okay.
We're waiting for the host, and then hopefully we can get started soon.
What's up, Pastor?
Not much. Greetings, gentlemen. Yeah.
Hey, President.
Hello. I look for actor.
I know I'm coming to launch me.
I look for
I'm
actor.
not that guy early.
Hello, Mama.
That's only meetings where people they early. Child.
Mama want me for middle actor.
People they start early.
I'm no.
Hey, what's up?
Yes.
Oh my God, this is early.
Are we live on YouTube?
Yes, you guys are live. If you go to YouTube on SOBA America TV network, you will see yourselves.
But if you some moto, you know one late.
Yeah, I won't get that priority for pick that table. I'm not sure my boy
Even if we be early, you will see, you know, if you take your volunteer, I know I don't reach now.
Yeah, I don't know where my number is. I won't get single tell my boy.
Exactly.
May I not report for them, say I was not present, I was not prompt.
You don't know.
I did not take a proper table, but what do I explain?
Exactly.
Obenechi,
Yes, sir.
longest of time.
I know, man. Don't take.
Still in Houston. Still in Houston.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
they,
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's this line.
Guys, free. Nice procedure.
huh?
All right, so I see the our host is here. I see most people are here. I'm going to start recording, and then we can get officially started. It's 8:02.
Recording in progress.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to the first ever live draft night for SOBA America TV. Last year at the Dallas convention, we started with this idea of having the VIP patrons select the tables as part of the VIP treatment. So this time we're going live. We're taking a step further. So it is my honor to present the host of tonight's event, none other than MC Faro.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Posa. Thank you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you can. Loud and clear.
All right. So thank you, Jess Sovans. It's about, let's see here, it's about 5:03 p.m. here in Arizona, 8:03 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome to the 2023 SOBA America Draft Night. What an exciting night. It's so nice to see everybody trying to join this call and this meeting, both on our SOBA America Network TV and on Zoom very timely. So thank you again, once again for joining us. Without any much ado, before I call on the chairman of the convention to go ahead and welcome this and launch this Draft Night officially, I just want to share some logistics, which is if we can all mute our Zoom and just signal through us. If you want to say something, we would make sure that we get you in. We would like to enhance our member experience by keeping a sense of decorum and to avoid many distractions as much as we can. With that said, my dear friends, dear Sobans, let's go ahead and kick off our 2023 SOBA Draft Night with a word of welcome by the chairman of the convention, and that is Mr. Nguaniko. Mr. Nguaniko, over to you.
President, take over.
Yes, Mr. Nguaniko. Yeah, go ahead. We can see you.
Okay. Welcome to the 2023 SOBA America Convention VIP experience drawing and the other sporting activities. It's a pleasure in SOBA Carolina to welcome you all. We are very grateful, and we think we are prepared, but you can never be that much prepared, but we are prepared and ready for you guys. So see you all in 2 weeks and let the drawing begin.
Great. Thank you so much, Sobaniko. We are all looking forward to Charlotte, Carolina for the convention in 2 weeks. So thank you all in advance for all the hard work you guys are putting in place to ensuring that we have a great convention. Before I pass it over to my counterpart, Emeritus Itoye, I'm going to ask on POSA to just give us a brief reflection from his perspective of what he's looking forward tonight.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, fellow Sobans. We're excited to be here today. We're excited that the convention is essentially kicking off, and like the chairman said, Carolinas is ready. I think Sobans are ready to have a great time, and all our patrons are going to have a great time. Those that are having a VIP experience will have an extra great time. So I'm excited, and I'm happy, and I look forward to welcoming you all to the Queen City of Charlotte in a week and a half or so.
Recording in progress.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, if everybody can mute, that would be great. All right, thank you, Posa. I'm going to pass it over now to our Emeritus Mafani Etoy to just share with us from his experience last year and how we are taking this year we're taking it one step forward. Mr. Emeritus, can you just share with us and set the stage for the night? What are we to expect over the next 1 hour or so?
Thank you, MC Faro. It's a pleasure. Thanks for inviting me as an analyst on your panel tonight during this very, very first draft in the history of SOBA America, and pretty much in the history of any alumni association, where we have this process where you buy tables, you pay in a setting order, and you have to select your table based on that order. In Dallas last year was very exciting, but this process, however, took part in a WhatsApp group, and all the tables were well set. I'm hopeful that poster is going to have one copy where we can share for the viewers to see during the draft. So everything was well set around the dance floor, and you had to select your best position based on how you paid. So it was very exciting because we had people jockeying for position. Where would the speaker be? Where would the loudspeakers be? What will happen here? Where would they stand to speak? So it was a very, very interesting process as people went back and forth and they were on the clock. And it's exactly the same thing we expect today. We expect that you lay out the guidelines on the time, and we'll have an opportunity as people choose to talk to some of the those selecting and those who are anticipating to select to see what their thinking is based on the positioning. So it will be an exciting night. Over to you, MC Farrell.
Thank you so much. What an exciting night. And I can tell you there are a lot of surprises at Charlotte's convention. So having that table well situated right next to where all the key things are going to be happening is going to be an added bonus. So with that said, my dear friends, let's go ahead and introduce Mr. Julius Herbst, who is going to go ahead and lead the first element of our VIP draft and table selections tonight. Mr. Julius, are you there online?
Thank you, guys. I'm welcome to the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. We're excited to see all of you guys in 2 weeks. And we're just going to set up some ground rules tonight. And we're going to have a couple of procedures. And the first one is going to be each table captain will have 5 minutes to select the table from the available VIP tables. And the next part is in order, the selection shall be according to, the seating. So first seat, you will select your table, then the second one continues, and it continues in that particular manner. If a captain or representative does not select within the time frame, it will be skipped, and normally you can come back and get your place in order. At the end of everything, we'll come back, and those who skip or somehow, they will have a chance to select that particular topic. And that's how we're gonna go and tonight, and I'll give the microphone back to MC.
Great, thank you. So I think the next thing is I could see, everybody should be able to see the diagram of the floor of the hotel, of the banquet hall. If anyone is not seeing that document that has been shared by poster, please let us know. But everybody should see that right in front of them as we speak. And so we're going to go ahead and I'll pass it back to Mr. Julius, who is next on tap. We're speaking this year's first draft.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go with table 11.
No. Are you selecting for SOBA Carolinas?
What did you say?
Are you selecting for SOBA Carolina, the first seed?
I have to select for SOBA Carolina?
No, the captain for SOBA Carolina's table 1 has to select.
The first seat, right?
Yes,
I
the
think
first.
it should be CEO, the president, unless he's delegated you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it
Yes,
random
okay.
or?
You're selecting from the golden seats. The golden seats are the VIP seats there. That's available.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this selection process random or you guys have a?
No, it's not random. It's according to the order in which the tables were bought.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
The first seat is gonna be Ms. Tangale Diva, SOBA Carolina.
Yes, I select table number 9.
Table number 9.
Right, so Mr. Ngale of SOBA Carolina selects the first seat, table number 9.
Wow.
So
Congratulations.
when you see the red thing, it means that table is now taken, so you can no longer select that table.
Wow, Suban Mafani, Emeritus, what are your reflections on the first pick this evening?
I think, first of all, by the ground rules, I think every selection is final, so I can just give an impression without pulling much. It's actually a surprising selection from my historic perspective. Normally, without giving too much, in most cases, most selections we've had, especially during the last convention, focused more at the back end of the hall, around table 3 through 1 through 5 and all that before I went that way. However, we don't know. Given that President Divamongo team is selecting that table, they might know something about the hall we're not aware of. So that's all I can say for now.
Who knows, maybe he wants to sit close to the dancing floor because he wants to get it going with the wife and close friends and family. So a lot of this is getting only exciting. And so I could look on top here. It looks like we have SOBA Carolina, Mr. Luma Pratt on top for the second choice. Mr. Luma, over to you.
I will select table number 1.
All right, congratulations, Mr. Luma Pratt selects table number 1. Excellent. Mr. Julius, any reflections on this, Soban Mapani?
Yes, I would say he's gone the traditional route. It was expected. I think most people had that match on the draft board as a top selection. So I think we're back to conventional wisdom, meaning it's from Carolina. So there may be nothing special. Maybe it was fair play for Carolina to start from a non-conventional angle.
Wow, it looks
Absolutely,
like
spot on.
okay, good. It looks like I'm going to go back to Soban Julius here. I would like you to go ahead and announce table number 3. It looks like it's a big one coming up.
At this time, I want to call on my boy, Bubbly, Papa William.
The Utopian group.
Utopian group. Yeah.
Utonian.
Bubbly there?
Sorry about that. I was on mute. Good evening, everybody. I will go number 5.
Table number 5. All right. So the Utonian group led by Soban William Pape selects table number 5. That's actually an interesting table where when the champagne is being popped, we can all join you and sing "In my cup, in my cup, I want some more Mimbo in my cup." So good choice right there. So Mafani, any thoughts before we move forward?
Yeah, he's just shown the expertise as a former convention chairman. The Utonian has shown he masters this game, and he must have had something fall on his lap. Utopian, can you tell us what table you had in mind? Was this one of the tables you had in mind for this process? Are you lucky? Did you fall within your sitting zone?
Initially, I consulted with the members of the table, and they wanted 1, 3, or 5.
Very good, very good. That's more conventional. Over to you, MC Farrow.
Great. All right. So we are moving over now to the draft pick number 4. That is Soban 1992 class. Oh my goodness. Soban Dr. Tom Ashu. What is your pick?
Yes, I'm gonna go with table number 15.
Table number 15. That's just right by where the MC usually stands. All right, let me talk. Okay, sounds good. All right. Soban Tom Ashu picks table number 15. All right, Mr. Julius, I'll turn it back to you to move on from draft call number 5.
Well, I'm excited with this particular group, Mr. Bristol Younger. I will be the next table number 5. So, Mr. Bristol, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Very good. Hey, Siri, set an alarm for 5 minutes. Good. I have 5 minutes to think. I'm sorry, guys. I have to consult my ancestors before I make this selection. It's very important.
Yeah, Mr. Bristol, are you going to set up a call with your table people? You're asking for 5 minutes, which is a limit.
Oh, I am.
All members of the table have a conference call.
Absolutely. I will do that right away. I have to consult them. First of all, I would like to know who are all the table members on table 1. I need to know who I'm sitting next to. So I'm sorry. Mr. President, do you mind reading the names out of those who are sitting on table 1 so I know who I want to sit next to?
Sorry to say,
privilege
confidentiality says you cannot know who's sitting next to you for now. Until everybody's.
What? Well,
Top secret.
Top secret?
Right?
Someone selected that. Utonian table? Is that who selected it? I need to know.
Table number 1? No, that was selected by me. Table number 1. Speaking by table number 1. Luma Pratt.
So those are members of North Carolina.
Members of North Carolina. Okay, I will consult with my oracle. If you don't mind, I'll put you guys on mute while the commentators keep entertaining everyone. Thank you.
Just be mindful of your time.
Yeah.
Very much aware.
MC
That's
Farrow.
probably the 59 seconds right there.
I think what's going on right now from a historic perspective, it's something is falling on their laps which they probably did not expect. Conventionally, we're expecting number 1, 3, and 5 to go off the board, and I'm sure that's what necessitates the call. And this makes it interesting for the other people who are going to pick, because the two choices of 9 and 15 have created an interesting dynamic. We're setting tables which normally go ahead of others are still sitting on the draft board, so that's very interesting.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So it looks like Soban Lyonga is asking for like a few seconds to consult. Is that correct?
Yes, I am fortunately within my 5 minutes time limit to make this decision. I am consulting with my ancestors.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna go ahead and have a 20 seconds pause with the music. Who's your guy? So you can select your guys.
Sounds like a good idea. All right. So what do you guys think?
We are not thinking, sorry.
We're not thinking, we're on the clock. We're just on the 50 tally for about 20 seconds.
I think it's about to mute it.
I don't believe
the Zoom call.
I don't believe the time the point here. He has 1 more minute.
Yes.
Yeah, and if we do 24 times.
And as we're waiting for Mr. Lyonga, the next group, stay tuned, is gonna be the 1982 class with Soba Nikongwa. You are on top, so get ready very soon.
I'm sorry, who said I had just 1 minute left? I thought it said I had 5 minutes to pick my table.
That was 4 minutes ago. That was 4 minutes ago, sir.
Well, according to Siri, which is like 5 seconds immediately after I announce, I have up to 7:21 p.m. to make that decision, so I have 3 more minutes.
Yeah,
Prof, are we going to be here for 2 hours?
Yeah,
Because if you do 5 minutes and 24,
yeah,
it is
all right, gentlemen.
20 minutes.
All right.
So we'll go through that
No,
commitment.
Let's slow down. I think it's playing by the rules.
Those are the
I
rules.
don't think it's fair that I'm within the guidelines of my rules.
Yeah,
And,
We have we had 5 minutes for the rules, that's correct.
That's correct.
Thank you.
All right, if that's the case, then I would really want to encourage the folks who are on top to, if you have to make calls to your potential members, please do so now, so that when we come in, if we can really try to reduce the amount of what I'll call timeout, I think that would be great as well. We would love to go on a commercial, but we don't have that built into our infrastructure. But we can go ahead and keep it open while we engage ourselves and while we give Soban Lyonga the time to connect with his team. But again, I want to encourage everybody. So the next group coming on top is the 1982 class, Sobaniko. The next one, we're moving all the way to the grand state of Michigan, Emeritus Quintus. You're coming up very soon. And then the next one, Dr. George Ngando, or designee, you're coming soon as well.
All right.
You don't need to rush
my time is almost up.
Everybody has 5 minutes. So
Yes, my time is almost up. I had the last person confirm, and I have to consult a Pasamoto to tell me what I needed. So table 3 is what we're gonna go with. Thank you.
All right, the long-awaited Soban Mr. Lyonga has selected table number 3.
he knew that all along, so he was just playing by the loophole. Next time, 2 minutes.
That's what makes Soban great.
5 minutes is a loophole. He took all his 5 minutes. Everyone takes 5 minutes. We'll be here all day.
That's what makes.
This is
That's
a
what.
team
On the Patamoto, the loophole.
Alright,
I guess
Okay.
that's what.
I guess we can move.
Yes, I guess that's what makes Soban great, right? Our ability to bring in our diversity, talent, and skills, and personalities in order to achieve shared success. So it's exciting. Soban Emeritus, do you have any perspective of why table 3 was picked here, or does that align with your earlier assessment?
You see, experts who have it that at such events, from the middle part of the ballroom coming down towards the lower part of your screen, the MCs, the musicians, any performers normally stand there. So people generally love to pick the lower half of the thing first before going up where you have speakers, and you might go too high and you might be behind the potential speakers or where action is happening. So I think what he chose was expected, and it's pretty predictable what are the next tables are going to be, but we're not going to give it up for anybody. Let everybody make their decision. Let's see what comes up next.
Sounds good. All right, Soban Julius, I want you to go and look at the next group. The next folks on top is number 6.
I'm interested in this particular group because it's my boy, Nikongwa. And I'm gonna call on Nikongwa to pick the next table.
Okay, I will go with table number 16.
Table number 16. That looks like the second table with 2 digits. What is the perspective behind this emeritus, Mafani?
I think it's a very good choice. It's one which puts you at the heart of the action. And sometimes during this, the way the halls are set up, there'll be a nice space in between there, and you have a good vantage point viewing the center of the dance floor. And you're not too far from what is normally considered the best seat, which is table number 1. So you're pretty much in the heart of everything, and I think it's a very good selection.
All right, so with selection number 6, that goes to table number 16. We are moving to the grand state of Michigan, our own one and only Emeritus Quintus and Company. What is your pick?
Table number 10.
Whoa, he said that without any much ado. Table number 10. What is the uniqueness about table number 10?
Yeah, table number 10 is interesting. It's also the same like table number 6, I think table number 16. They're both well placed. Now we have a nice U shape in front of the center of the stage. And we can guess that such things are going to progress. Emeritus GW, can you tell us your thinking behind selecting table number 10?
Well, as you said earlier, table number 135, we're taught to go as fast as possible. So if you look at what everyone has just done there, we did it like a U, and so that keeps you in the heart of everything.
All right, thanks, Emeritus. Over to you, DJ Farrell.
Sounds good. So we're moving over to number 8. But before we do that, I just want to say that this is coming from a family that is bereaved. It's the Soban family. That's the Gandos family. And with funerals for Man Gandos scheduled in San Francisco, Oakland area, June 3rd, Saturday. And I know, the next person coming in is one of the sons, Dr. Josh Ngando. So I'm not sure if that has been reassigned to somebody or a designee. If not, then I'm going to the next table. Pick number 8 goes to Soban Josh Ngando or designee.
I think President Sona Bokosa is his designee.
Okay, Soban Bokosa, are you on the call? All right. Soban Mafani, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick for Soban Bokosa. If you wanna do some marketing for me, which other table do you think it's very viable?
Well, DJ Ferrara, I think it's exciting. You have, I'll just give you a bit of perspective based on the diagram. The speakers are normally somewhere behind the podium, and maybe behind 19 and 7, and also maybe behind 13 and 25. So looking at that, some people who want to be in the heart of everything like to be in front. There are also people who want to be in front and don't want to be too far in front. So you might be looking at 17 as well as, I don't know, the table just below 10. There's something blocking. I can't see at least.
I think that's
you might be looking at that. So I would say a safe pick might be anything from 8 or 14. Or if you want to be a little bit more discreet, not to be in the heart of the action, you can be choosing something like 17.
Stop giving up ideas.
All right, it's okay. Okay, sounds good. So just to double check, if Soban Bokosa is not here, let the record reflect that Soban Chibili went ahead and picked on behalf of the Arizona delegation where Soban George relates to as a member. We picked table number 14.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yes, we can. Who is this? Is that Caesar?
Let's continue.
Yes. So on behalf of Soban George Gando, the Arizona chapter picked table number 14. All right. The next on call is the number 9 pick. Soban Julius, do you want to go ahead and read the number 9 pick for us?
Oh, I get excited sometimes when I meet folks like Caesar, because we were in Nashville last week for a burial of a young Soban, and he did a fabulous job. But I just want to give a shout out to Caesar because he does such a good job in the SOBA community. So I want to call on Caesar to pick the next table, table 9.
Hey, good evening, gentle Sobas. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right, so I will vote for, on behalf of Soba Dollars, I will vote for table number 27.
All right, table number 27 goes to our own VP Zalfubet McChew. Excellent. Number 27. 27. All right, looks like we're not getting into the second set of columns or the third rows yet. This is great on your right. Excellent. So, Emeritus, do you have any reflections on that?
Yeah, it's interesting. Philbert could just speak is very well aware of the settings, and he actually was the one who did the diagrams along with the manager, so the catering manager at the hotel during the last convention. So some of the tables which might appear to be directly behind another table, in real life, the way it's normally set up, it might not be exactly behind, it will be somewhere in the middle, and some people don't want too much center stage, they like a bit of discretion, and they like that vantage point. So I think he knows what he's doing, given what left up on the table.
Thank you. All right, so Bangilos, we are now on tab number 10, 10 pick.
You know, this guy was a former member of Carolinas, but he decided to move, so he's coming back. We want to give him a shout out. The Cabacito, all the way from 1981 class, all the way from. Is it Thomas?
Yes,
Thank you,
Yes, guys, I'm glad to be here. I mean, last year we participated in the same, though that was on the WhatsApp forum. So it's becoming a regular experience for some of us. Hopefully we shall be doing it again next year. I would go with table number 8. I want to be by my Carolina brothers.
All right, so table number 8 is being selected by Senior Soban Kabakizito of the 1981 class. I remember him vividly when I was in that session. So that's great. Nice to hear your voice. So it looks like we've already received an explanation of that first row. And so I will just go ahead and move directly now to the next, which is the next on top is the draft pick number 11. This is going for an interesting person here. This is one of our previous presidents, an international traveler. I saw him a couple of last weekend in Virginia for a Soban 50th wedding event, 50th birthday party, so to say. You never know whether he's in Cameroon or he's in the US. Please join me and let's introduce Emeritus Norbert Nkong, who is now on top for a pick.
Yes, okay, thank you. I think is table number 17 taken?
No.
I'll get that.
Yes, I can see that is a table that is, in my view, very befitting for Emeritus, because when he has a cigar, he can get a 360 view from that angle. Right, am I correct there?
Hey, David Emeritus Nobe is a former chairman. He knows this game around. He actually organized one of the most successful conventions in Boston as chairman. I can see he's looking at his access to the door, and at an angle of 90, he's being able to see everything. That's a great pick.
Great. Next on top is number 12. So Evangelios, number 12, who is on top?
Well, I want to give this to my senior servant, Mark Campbell. And he's been very, very instrumental in the operation of the convention, the city. So I want to pass it over to senior servant Mark Campbell. Are you there?
Machando.
Machando,
yeah. It looks like we don't have grandmas in the house. Somebody verify.
Well, so you know what to do.
Yes. So I think that the rule is we if as soon as he joins the call, if he can signal us, we'll go back to him. But I think we'll have to move on. So the next.
Yeah, he's currently not on the call.
He's on the call
already? He's not on the call. He's not on the call.
Oh, he's not on the call. Does he
No,
have a
not already.
designate? Does he have a designate?
Well, can I take that? I'll take that.
I think the chairman's name is there, so the chairman can take that.
All right, I'll pick for that.
Go ahead.
So for the chairman, just for the record, just state your name and that you're speaking on behalf of, so that the record can reflect that.
All right, Nick Ngwaye, I'm picking on behalf of SOBA Machando. Actually, I sold that table, so I know those who are sitting on the table. So that's fine. Since I'm next, I'm gonna pick table 23, 1.
Table 23, and it seems like you coming with a twin delegation, because next on tap is still Sobanguanico, or designate. So do you want to pick your twin tables?
I'll do table 11.
Okay, table
That
11.
was so obvious. That was so obvious. Convention chairman. That was so obvious.
All right, so our convention chairman, Nico Ngwa, pick number 12 and pick number 13 on behalf of Safari Lounge, as recorded, has made his selections. Congratulations. All right.
Safari, was I picking in? Machando was in them. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I think Mike Chando had number 12, and Safari Lounge, which is under you, came number 13.
No, so I was picking from table number 11, and then I had table number 12.
No, table number 11 was Emeritus Norman Kong.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Not table number 11, sorry. Table, yeah.
Seat number 11.
The selection.
The selection 11, yes. Selection 11
Emeritus Norman table was 17.
Was 17.
So isn't them on the call? He was supposed to speak for Safari.
Let me double check on that.
I think since we have the 5 minutes running, if someone can give them a call while DJ Farrell can continue with some information, and yeah.
That's fine.
All right. Yes, so far, I'll just leave the floor open for those who are picking tables. What is the experience here tonight? I know this is the first of its kind, so we're building the plane as we go. I would like to give the floor to anybody who has made their selection to just share what their feelings are, what their impression and assessments are of this very unique and particular night.
While they're thinking, I have a question. So should I take off table 11 or should I leave it as selected?
No, I'll leave it as selected. I'll take it for
Okay, so I can continue then. Thank you.
Okay, so we can go ahead then, right? So,
yes.
So just so
I have an impression.
I think I'm right. I'm right here right now. Can I get my two minutes to look at the table to do my selection?
Sure. Who's that?
Yeah, fair enough. I think somebody had a comment or a reflection. You can take your time. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that was me. Let me turn my light on.
MC?
Yes.
Yeah, that was me. Can I talk?
I just want to say something. You know, some of you guys don't know about Safari Lounge. We'll be hosting the Sovereigns for the first day coming to town. So everybody wants to look up Safari Lounge and see exactly what they offer. It's a nice place.
What's more?
Perfect. All right, so let's go back to someone who had a comment. Again, for purposes of enhancing at the end, just state your name and then just speak.
This is Sylvester Soba Houston.
Hi, Sylvester.
Good. So I'm looking at this now. I'm like, okay. So we are selecting tables by who first pay, but I don't think that was kind of announced. Otherwise, people would have rushed to be paying things.
No, it was
Other than waiting
It
to
was
pay
announced.
less. It was announced that when you pay, you
Yes,
get your table first.
in every table that was bought, it clearly says the seating would be done according to how you pay. Helps announce that for every table that was bought, clearly.
Okay, so that's why they're doing the draft.
Yes.
That's correct.
In that sense.
Yes.
Yes. And just to let everybody know, and I think this is characteristic of the present administration, at the end of this draft, our experiences, we will do a debrief and to just figure out what went well, what didn't go well. And I think think that will be passed on into future draft selection. So our goal again is not to allow the perfect be the enemy of the good. And this is an upgrade from the experience in Dallas, and they have been very instrumental behind the scenes in informing the organizers of how this structure could be run. So I want to assure everybody as a facilitator that we will come back and solicit feedback on how we can fine-tune this process or this particular experience next time. I want to go back to Soban. I think Soban, while you're on top, have you made your call? Are you ready to decide?
No, I think Dan came back on the call.
Dan came in. Yes, Soban Dan came in.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is them. I'm available and ready to make the call.
Great. All right. So I think that would be pick number 13, if I'm not mistaken, just so we all align. What is your selection?
So it looks like if 11 is available, I'll go with 11.
That's actually what I picked for you guys, so I was very right.
Okay. So, yes, so 11 has been picked. You can see now the bottom part of the hall has almost been selected. We have just table number 29, which is still open. So without any much ado, I'm going to move over to one of our own ancients in the house, our own emeritus, Dr. Nick Eno. Dr. Eno, I saw you right on this Zoom call at exactly 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
What is your pick?
I'm on.
What is your pick? The nation of faith.
My pick is table number 29.
Whoa, table number 29. Wow, Emeritus Mafani, can you speak to table number 29? What is the history there?
I think when you look at it closely, it's one of those picks where it's closely aligned with certain people who want maybe to be around and not to be too much in the center of it all. So it's not uncharacteristic, but it tells he might have close ties to table number 17, and he doesn't want to be at the center or near the speakers at the top.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Senior Soban, Dr. Nick Eno. I think right now we are on peak number 15. It comes back to Nikongwa. Nikongwa, peak number 15. What's the
table number 22?
Table number 22. Excellent. That was quick. Table number 22. All right. I'm going to pass it back to Julius. This is a big call here. Peak number 17.
Number 17, class of 1986, Lakers, President Valentine Batty.
Is that pick number 16 you mean, right?
No, sorry. Pick number 16, guys. So I think that's a combination of...
Nico is still there, correct, yeah.
Pick number 16, the chairman's entourage, something like that. So go ahead.
Table number 21.
Hold on, guys. Let me make sure we are set here. So we had table number 13 that was picked earlier on. We had Dr. Eno who picked, who had the 14th pick, and then we had the 15th pick, which was Chairman Nico Ngwa. Did you make that pick? Because you have two picks here.
I made that pick, then you skipped it and went to 17, so I've made a second pick. So we're fine.
So I want to apologize. So let me course correct. So we are now on pick number 16, the chairman's entourage. Nico, what's your pick?
I thought that's what I just... Better than tracking...
Yes, yes.
I think he already picked that.
You just picked that, yes.
Yes, I already picked that.
He already picked.
All right, great. I'll pass it back to Soban Julius. We are now on pick number 17.
Yeah, pick number 17, class of 1986, Lakers, President Valentine Batty. Over to you.
Yeah, good evening. I'm right here, and I'm happy it got to this point, and we're still where we hope to be. And we are 86. That tells you something. Osa comes from 86, and his support team just needs to be somewhere around him in that setting. So we'll go for 7.
7. All right. The famous class of 1986, which is the president class, picks table number 7. Looks like table number 7. All right. What do we have next on tab, Soban Julius?
We have the chairman's people. Is that number 18, correct? Soba Nikongwa.
I'll take table number 20.
Table number 20. All right, table number 20. Excellent. So, Emeritus, do you have that sheet in front of you for the next draft pick number 19?
Yeah. Number 19, it's Henry Egdenba, class of 95.
Class of 95, you are on top. What is your pick?
Hi, this is Paul Fobank. I'm actually here on behalf of Henry Egdenba. So I'm representing the transversal class, the class of 95. I would like to start by saying this is a pivotal moment for SOBA America. You know, this is something that's never been done before. And I want to applaud the current administration of SOBA America for a job well done. And the current chairman of the current chairman that's going to be hosting the national convention, North Carolina. So job well done. Without much ado, I'll be choosing table number 28 for the class of SOBA 95. Thank you.
Excellent. Table number 28 has been picked so far. So that is great here on behalf of SOBA Henry Egdenba. All right, it looks like we've made a lot of progress. We have just a few to go. So at this stage, I will ask SOBA Emeritus Mafani to just give us a reflection of where we are right now to put things in context.
Yeah, I think the process is kind of aligning like it is normally done. We've had just a few surprises from last year, and I'm happy that everybody's trying to consult with their teams to pick the tables faster, because we don't only have the draft on the tables, we have the game. So if we can keep moving along with that pace, that's good. And we can see another U-shape building right behind them. And again, as I said before, not everybody wants to be front and center. People want to be able to chit-chat privately, have people sit with them and all that. So everything is going as expected.
Excellent. With that summary, we move on to pick number 20. It's coming to one of the teachers in the house, Master Achambo's crew. What say you? Is the master in the house? Master Senior SOBA Vincent Achambo.
I'm certain he's dealing with the latecomers of these meetings, so he's probably giving them some punishment right now.
Any designee on his behalf? Any designee on his behalf? You know, I'll go one. Any designee for Mr. Vincent Achambo 2? Anybody who wants to take the bold step to pick for him? 3.
MC Farouk,
yes.
Now, he's my uncle, and I have some family members in stable, so I don't know if I'm allowed to go on his behalf. This is Edwin.
Yeah, I think you can go. I think you can go ahead, because if not, then the worst case scenario is that you will pick the last pick of the draft. So I think you better go ahead and pick. So I think the record will reflect that your decision was done in bona fides.
Okay. With that being said, I'm going to go with table number 26.
All right, Mr. Atem picks on behalf of SOBA Vincent Achambo, our master, table number 26. All right, with that said, I'll pass it over to SOBA Julius to read for us pick number 21.
It's been a hectic, couple of months, and I'm very proud of my chairman Nikongwa, for doing a fabulous job, and I want to also do a shout out to Osa for his wonderful leadership. At this time, I'm going to go to Chairman Nikongwa for the next pick.
Table number 19 will be my last pick.
Table number 19. All right. It is my pleasure to introduce the next pick. This is the 1983 class, which is actually when I joined Sunset College, even though I am focusing with the 1984. So it is my pleasure to introduce my classmate, Mr. Prisco Nkemben, to do the next pick. Is the Kemben took the call? Any designee for Mr. Prisco Kemben?
If you guys will let me out, I'll go ahead and do that.
Yes. Who is speaking on his behalf for the record?
This is Sobandem.
Sobandem, yes. Sobandem is going to pick for the number 22nd pick. He's going to do that on behalf of Mr. Prisco Nkembeng of the 1983 class. Go ahead, sir.
So if you let me, I'll go with table number 2.
Table number 2. I see that. That's an interesting spot. Yeah, table number 2, right behind table number 1. All right. Table number 2 has been picked. All right, we're making progress. I think we have about 2 more to go. The next one is, oh my goodness, SOBA Houston, the president of SOBA Houston, Sylvester Russo. What say Houston?
Sylvester is not happy.
Sorry, I was on mute. I'm there yelling. I didn't know they were not hearing me.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, I'll go with table number 13.
Okay, table number 13.
Yeah.
All right. So the great state of Texas, the big metropolitan city of Houston, picked table number, let's see here, 13, right?
13, yeah, 1-3.
Okay, table number 13, 1-3. All right, so Vangelos, you want to wrap this up with pick number 24?
Well, obviously, there's only one table left on the chart. So normally we're going to give that particular table to the last group, and that will be SOBA DMV, SOBA Dera.
All right. This is amazing. Hey, man, let's just give a round of applause for everyone. I think the engagement, knowing that this is the first time we're doing this, everybody, I'm telling you, I felt like we're in one room, right? The quality of the audio, the participation, it was just seamless, the coordination, you know, and the understanding of the platform we are using. So I just want to give everybody a round of applause. Congratulations for all the various folks who have selected their tables. The convention is set, and now we are moving to the second phase of tonight's draft pick, SOBA America draft pick. And we're moving now to the sports element of the convention. So Vangelos or Sobanafani, do you want to go ahead and just give us a preview of what we are to expect under this phase of tonight's draft pick?
Yeah, I think the next one is going to be, it looks like it's going to be soccer. So we're going to kind of like put teams to fall under team 1, team 2, and all that. I think I'd actually yield the floor to a member of the Carolinas to say what format they're going to use, because once we've known what team is number 1, 2, we're going to know exactly what teams will be playing against each other. For those who don't know, we were online where I think it's Southern Julius or a member of the Carolinas had listed the potential teams. Some chapters were grouped under certain people. DC was making the move and all that. So based on that, they'll probably now have the opportunity to tell us what are the names of the different teams, how they were made, and then we can now go through the process of selecting each one based on what criteria they've prepared for us today.
Sounds great. Convention Chairman, Mr. Nikongwa and company, what do you say?
I can take that on.
Okay, Bosa.
Thank you, gentlemen. So one of the themes this year is building a healthy SOBA America, and we're also trying to figure out how we can get a more inclusive organization. And so we introduced the soccer mini tournament.
What's that volume, please?
We're introducing the soccer mini tournament this year, and basically there are 4 teams. One team from the local chapter, the Charlotte Veterans Football Club, and then there are 3 teams from SOBA America divided. The chapters have been divided into 3 groups. The names of the teams were chosen from former principals of Sasa College at different generations. So you have FC Atang, that comprises of SOBA Arizona, SOBA California, SOBA Carolinas, SOBA Minnesota, SOBA Mal, and SOBA Tri-State. And then you have FC Cunningham. Father Cunningham was, I think, in the 60s and 70s. SOBA Dallas, SOBA Houston, SOBA Oklahoma, SOBA Montreal, and SOBA Ontario. And then you have FC Toba. Monsignor Toba was principal in the 90s. SOBA Delaware, SOBA DMV, SOBA New England, and SOBA Georgia. There will be 2 semifinal games played on Friday, and the winners of the semifinal games will play the final on Sunday. So we will stop sharing and go on to the draw. Give me a second.
Thank you for that brief summary. That was very helpful. So now it's time for the drawing.
All right, so I am going to, let me find me. There you go. All right, perfect. So we have 2 boxes here. In this one here, we have the 4 teams. We have the first team that's drawn. And that is FC Toba.
Right.
Can you see that?
FC Toba.
FC
Right.
Toba. So FC Toba is going to be team number...
Team number 1, correct?
No, we have the teams here. We're choosing.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. FC Toba is going to be team number 3.
Oh, team number 3. Okay.
Okay. Okay. The next team is going to be, let me just write this while I'm doing this. FC Toba 3. The next team will be FC Atang. Can you guys see? FC
Yes.
Atang.
Okay.
FC Atang is going to be team number 1.
Team number 1. Right.
Okay.
The next team is Charlotte Veterans Football Club.
Charlotte Veterans, okay.
And Charlotte Veterans will be team number team number 4.
Number 4, yes.
That leaves us with 1 team here, and that is FC Cunningham. FC Cunningham. And FC Cunningham will be team number, should be team number 2.
2.
Let's make sure.
Wow. This is exciting. So for the just a summary, FC Tang is team number 1. FC Cunningham pick number 2, and then you have FC Toba team 3, and of course the Charlotte Veteran Football Club at team number 4.
So that means that, let me share my screen. That means that the semifinal would be between let's see, FC Atang versus FC Cunningham will be the first game, and then FC Toba versus the Charlotte Veterans will be the second game for the semifinals. And that concludes the soccer draw.
Wow, this is exciting for all the football players in the house. I know some of these, when they do football drawings or sports drawing in general, there are certain teams that people are avoiding. Are there any reflections on the drawing before we move to the next?
Yes,
Yes.
MC Farrell. I wouldn't want to play Veterans of Carolina, I think. I watched them at the last 2 tournaments in DC, and I think the other one was in Houston, where they had a formidable team. So I don't know who's going to go against them, but good luck.
Yeah, and Mauritius, I share your perspective. I think they come in as favorites, or heavy favorites. So I think being a member of FC Atang, so I'm very glad we are only going to meet them at the finals. So I would take them off to FC Toba.
The Cunningham is already out.
You never know. Carolina is the top for many surprises.
They are well rested. They are not traveling anywhere.
The underdog could win, because what happened in Dallas is we're playing versus Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart had like 17 of the players playing in. Dallas has about 5 veteran teams. All the players were there. And we knew it, we had no chance of winning. We're just hoping we'll not get embarrassed, but who knows what happens. We won 2-1. So let's see what happens out there.
Excellent. Any other reflection before we move on to the next?
You guys have almost 2 weeks to go to train for the games.
And maybe don't let me get my Shasta hat out. So I'll just let it go.
So my dear friends,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So, is there a rule? Let me say a team get to the final, right? One of the Ezia Town or Conam or Toba, and then they decide that they want to get players from the other team that was beaten. Is that allowed?
No, it's not allowed. No.
It's not allowed.
Okay.
All right, that is great. If there are no other questions, I would say we have just concluded.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead. Just state your name and question.
Yeah, my name is Paul Foben. For the veterans of North Carolina, what's the age cap? Because we have like so many young folks in Dallas.
Well, I think I can answer that. So, as a member of Charlotte Veteran, so we are a veteran club, so and we are very inclusive. So we don't discriminate based on age. So that's what
all
I
the
do.
16 years old, all the 16 years old will come in.
Well, adults, so they are all adults and working adults, so, and we don't discriminate based on age.
The Speedy Gonzalez.
So we don't use their youthfulness against them. So that's what I was saying.
All right. My dear friends, this Sobans will come to the end of the second phase of our 2023 National Convention Draft Night. That is happening simultaneously via Zoom and through our SOBA America TV network. The next part of the agenda is that of the drawing for the table tennis.
Lawn tennis.
Lawn tennis first. Okay, lawn tennis first for table tennis?
Yes.
Okay, so the next one is the lawn tennis draw. Emeritus Mafani, do you want to speak a little bit about the lawn tennis experience?
Yes, it's very interesting because you would think at the Southern Convention, mostly what would dominate would be soccer. In Dallas, we actually had about 26 players for lawn tennis. It was the most exciting tournament. We even had doubles. So it's very exciting, and I can see that some of the winners of last year and runners-up are on this list. So we have some heavy favorites going into this, but I'm going to talk more to that after we complete the seeding. But we'll have at least 2 past winners out there and a very, very talented person. Anybody who knows him is all about lawn tennis, and I think we're going to his home turf. So let's see what happens in this draw.
And I think the poster has just posted the list of potential players. I can see Francis J, Alain Likini, Eno Ayub Gebwa, Clifford Ako, Dan Elad, Allen Gang, Gino Star, Roland Danko. That's an interesting list. It's going to be exciting. So, poster, what is the process, please?
So we had 8 players that signed up for lawn tennis. So we're going to do a single elimination knockout phase, and this is the drawing that you see here. So we're going to draw folks, and there'll be A1, B1, A2, B2, C1, C2, and D1, D2. And this is the draw. The winners will play the next round, and so on and so forth. So that's how we're going to do it. All right, so we are going to start with the draw. I will stop share so you can watch the draw.
Okay.
All right, so the players are in this pot, and the sittings are in this pot. All right, so we'll go to players. First player. Eno Ayukeba.
Okay.
And he's going to be B1.
B1.
B1, yeah. Next is
Ayukeba, B1.
Correct. Next is Francis Ndiaye. he's going to be C2. That's gonna be interesting. I think, yeah, C2. All right, the next is Alan Gang.
Alan Gang.
And he's going to be B2.
All right, Alan Gang 2.
Next would be Tang Elad. Tang Elad. And he will be A1.
A1. Tang Elad A1.
Next will be Clifford Acko. And he will be D2.
Okay, D2. Clifford Acko D2.
Next would be Alan Lickeny. And he will be D1.
D1 Alan Lickeny.
Yeah, the other one. And next will be Julia Starr.
Julia Starr.
And he will be C1.
C1.
Charlie 1. And the last in the draw would be Roland Tanker. And Roland will be A2.
A2. Wow, this is exciting. So, dear friends, we have completed our selection for lawn tennis, and it reads as follows. Mr. Eno Ayukeba B1, Francis Nje C2, Alan Gang B2, and Tang Elad A1, Clifford Acko D2, Alan Lickeny D1, Junior Star C as in Charlie 1, and Roland Tanker A2. So let's go now to the drawing board, which is on your screen, and let's see how these matchups appear visually.
All right, we're just filling them in now. And this is going to be done.
So, Eno Ayokeba B1.
Tang Elad is A1.
Yeah, B1. Eno Ayokeba. And then Francis Nje C2.
Okay, we have him down there.
Okay. And then Alan Gang B2, B as in boy.
Okay, we have him.
B as in boy.
Yep, we have him there.
Okay. And then Clifford Acko, D as in Daniel, D2.
We have him there.
Okay, Acko. And then Tang Elad A1.
We have him.
Okay, got that. That was fast. All right, Alan Lickeny D1.
Okay, Lickeny.
Julius Star, Charlie 1. And the last but not the least, Roland Tanker A as in Apple 2. This is great.
So that's a matchup. Ayukeba versus Tanker, Elad versus Gang, Tar versus Akko. The winner of Tar versus Akko will meet the winner of Elad versus Gang. The winner of Ayukaba versus Tanko will meet the winner of Likini versus Ndiaye for the next round, and so on and so forth.
Wow. Man, please keep your calendars ready. This is going to be an exciting tournament. I am telling you. Wow. All right. Any questions, any reflections before we move on to the next Emeritus?
Yes. This is exciting because you actually, I think, Poster, can we see the full screen of the matchup?
Let me see if I can make this
Back up
smaller.
a little bit.
Hold on, let me figure this thing out.
Yeah, because what we're seeing here, it's like we're going to have a final before the final. Because what's going to happen is the winner, we're going to have a rematch of the final in Dallas, which was played twice because the play was such a long game, it got dark. Alan Nikini from this great state of Georgia took on Dr. Francis Jie from the greatest state of all, Texas, and it wasn't easy. So those are the two finalists who have matched up in the first round. And if you go a little bit up, we have True Lion, who is, anybody who knows him, he plays tennis like every day or something. So this side of the bracket, the right side of the bracket looks like it might just produce the winner of this tournament, because if you go to round 2, and if everything goes as planned, I don't have much history on A2. It looks like they're going to be meeting with the people. Clifford, who is young, he's very energetic, he's very active, stubborn. On that side, and coming up too, you have on the other bracket too of the left-hand side, you have Tang Ela, who plays tennis too religiously. So I would say it looks like there's a very, very strong and difficult match where the winner of Allen and Francis will face Ayuk, and that may be the favorite. That's my guess.
Okay, this is excellent. So, Posa, what is next on tap? Are we doing table tennis or are we doing golf?
Well, golf, we have only, I think, three players, so there's no draw. There will be a foursome, and so we can move on to
we go
table
on to
tennis.
table tennis?
Yes.
All right, while you're pulling that up, dear friends, those just joining us around the world, and especially in the continental USA, we have just completed initially the assignment of tables. It was an exciting process. 24 tables have been assigned successfully. And then after that, we went directly to the soccer mini tournament draw. That too has been done, and all the teams have been assigned. The summary there is that man no run. Everybody concluded that the veterans is their tournament to lose. But we'll wait and see. And then we've just concluded the drawings for the lawn tennis tournament, and that itself too is going to be a formidable event. So it's an exciting night, and we're going to conclude our drawing tonight with table tennis. So back to you, Posa.
So this is interesting. We have 13 people sign up for table tennis. So to make it around, we're going to make it 16 players. So we're going to have 3 more players added between now and then. And organizers felt strongly that this is one that we should be more traditional. So we'll have 4 groups of 4. There will be a round robin tournament, and then followed by knockout stages. So this is how it's going to look like for table tennis. So Group A will have 4 groups of 4 teams each. We're going to assign folks here. The top 2 in each group will qualify for the next round, and this is the knockout stages here.
Wow.
All right, so we are going to start with the draw.
Okay.
All right, the players are here, and the groupings are here. All right, the first player. This one, okay. Okay, to be determined 1.
Okay.
And that person is going to be in C4.
C4. To be determined 1, C4.
The next. Henry Bate Agbobaye. And he's going to be D3.
Agbobaye D3.
D3. And then we have Joe Ndiba.
Joe Ndiba, okay.
Joe Ndiba will be B3.
B3.
Next is Amadeus Dekeze.
Oh, Amadeus.
And he will be in group C2.
C2.
Next is Matt Chando.
Matt Chando.
Matt Chando from SOBA Carolinas. And he will be in C3.
C3.
So next is Daniel Tasso, another Carolina member. Daniel Tasso will be D4.
D4.
Alright, next will be to be determined 3.
To be determined 3.
And that person will be in A1.
A1.
Next is Tabby Toon from SOBA Dallas.
Tabby Toon.
He will be in group B2.
B2.
Next will be Prisco Kembang, SOBA Carolinas. Prisco will be in group D1.
D1.
Next is
the drop.
Emmanuel Nanje. Emmanuel Nanje will be A4.
A4.
Next would be Barrow Tabe, SOBA DMV, 1992 class. Barrow Tabe is going to be in group B1.
B1.
Next would be Vice President Felix Ngasa from the Grace chapter of Tri-State.
Wow.
The VIPs will be in group number D2.
D2, Felix Ngasa.
Next will be President Julius Enang, SOBA New England.
Wow, Julius Enang. We have 3 more to go.
Yep, and he will be in C1.
C1.
C1, yes. Next will be
We determine.
our own very president, Galen Diva Mongo, SOBA Carolinas. And he will be in B4.
B4.
B4. Okay.
Next would be Eno Ayukaba. And he will be A3.
A3.
And next would be to be determined 2. And that should be A2. And that is A2.
A2. Okay.
So our draws are Group A. We have to be determined 3, to be determined 2, Ayukaba, Emmanuel Nanje. Group B will have Baratabe, Tabintung, Diba, and President Diva Mongo. Group C, President Enang, Amadou Sekeze, Machando, to be determined 1. Group D, Prisco Kembeng, Vice President Gassa, Agbobaye, and Daniel Tasso, in that order. So we can share and go back to see how that's going to play out.
Yeah, so to be determined 1 is C4.
That is correct, yes. So to be determined 1 is C4. I can feel this later. So
Okay,
I have it all for the sake of time. So
Sounds
that's
good.
the draws, yeah. So
Excellent job, Posa. Yeah, go ahead.
So let's just see how game 1. So game 1 would be to be determined 3 versus to be determined 2. And then Ayukaba will play Emmanuel Niger. While in Group B, Baratabe will play Tabintung and Sabandiba will play President Gale. And then in Group C, President Enang with Amadeus for the first game. Mike Chando to be determined 1 for the first game. And then in Group D, it will be Prisca Kembeng versus Vice President for the first game. And then Agbobaye versus Tasso, and so on and so forth. The top 2 for each group will meet in the quarterfinals, and here are the brackets. So B1 is the winner of Group B, and B2 is a runner-up in Group B, and so on and so forth. And that's how it will continue.
Wow, this is amazing. Just for the record again, Sobangwa Ongale, can any of you speak to when these events are happening? Fridays, Sundays? Just for the record.
These are happening on Friday.
Okay, great.
Friday,
what time?
9 o'clock.
Great. So there'll be more. I think communication has been out, but I think over the next days and weeks, we continue to remind folks and all the various contestants and participants and so on. So this is really, really exciting. I'm sure I haven't had the chance. I remember growing up, I played table tennis, but man, not to the level to compete. But any reflections from the different drawings that we just made? Any reflections?
This is my channel. Yes, just to add to the just to shed a little bit more light. Yes, on that morning, as President said, that the tournament will start at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. This is in Uptown Charlotte. We'll provide more details as regards to parking and how to get to the location. We'll probably have like 6 tables available. Am I on mute?
No, we can hear you.
No, we can hear you.
Yes, we'll have 6 tables available, and hopefully everybody will get at least 3 games, and the finalists will get 5 to 6 games in. So we'll have to try to finish by noon. so everybody can get out of there. So I think it'll be exciting. So more details on as to the location and parking will follow later.
Okay, excellent. I know a couple of people joined in between, so I'm just going to open the floor for any general questions. For those of you who did not join on time, there were some folks who jumped in on your behalf and selected tables on, so you can always circle back with the president and the organizers, Julius and Boa and Ale, to get more details. But I want to leave the floor for any general questions, openings, general reflections. I know myself and Emeritus Mafani had a chance to share our thoughts in real time and commentaries, but I think we would like to open the floor up. So is that fair?
Yeah, I think Gerard.
Hi, this is
Gerard
Clinton
kind
Egbemba.
of.
Hey, this is Clinton Egbemba, and I'm really excited that the SOBA convention is coming to the Carolinas. I think we're doing everything necessary to give you a befitting welcome and give you a marvelous day when you come to Charlotte. Now, for the soccer teams, I just want to reiterate that Charlotte veterans, we've been training, we've been having camps, we travel to other cities to train purposely to win that tournament. So it will be my great joy if that cup stays here in Charlotte. So all the other teams, please get ready.
You go shock winner.
This is exciting. That's something to say. That was great.
Thank you. I see. Yes, Gerard Chachua's hand is up. So Gerard, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I just want to commend the current administration, the organizers, and putting up this very tremendous show tonight. This is like top notch, next of a level for an association like SOBA, and just big ups to you guys. For the veterans, remember SOBA DMV is the biggest chapter in the union. We're standing very strong, and we'll defend our title. Next, another thing I wanted to suggest. This is mainly a suggestion. Given that everyone on that bought the table paid $3,000, I think it would have been fair to do a raffle as opposed to, again, I knew the rules. I read the text and I knew the rules. But it would have been fair to do a raffle as opposed to, and it's just a suggestion, you can consider it later for later.
I agree with you.
For this particular case, I knew the rules. It would have been fair to do a raffle as opposed to going by who paid first, given that everybody paid $3,000. The second thing on my mind is, and I stand corrected if I'm wrong, I think based on the captain groups, the rule that was shared is every captain was supposed to be at 8 p.m. And if you were not there or you did not send in a representative, you'll be skipped and come back to at the end after you've gone through to like the 24. I say this because, again, I knew the rules. I knew I was the last person there. And I was at my wife's birthday dinner that I died in at 8 o'clock. It was shocking that there were those folks that were not present, but the rules were not followed. So I just had that comment.
Thank you so much, Soban Gerard. So I'll just speak as someone with the main facilitator. I think the consensus from the team, from our perspective, without any fear or favor, is that the group has been really as fair as they can. I think there's one Soban Lionga who needed 5 minutes that was provided. At some point, for folks who were not present, we gave a couple of, like a minute, a couple of seconds for designees to cover for them. But I think your points are all well taken, the importance of having a raffle. And so I think the overall theme would be that after every convention, which is a standard practice, and this is not going to be an exception, including this first event, we are taking all this feedback seriously, and the executive team would look at it and would do the transition over to the future conventions to take into consideration. So again, we don't want to allow the perfect be the enemy of the good. And that's why I think we are allowing the opportunity for folks to provide feedback tonight, because we want to continue this process. We want to all take SOBA to that one new level. So we apologize in advance for any imperfections that may have come here tonight or according to the process, but we'll continue to refine and make better. Any other person? Who is next?
This is Makechi. Can I chip in something, please?
Yes, Mr. Maki, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know why some the folks of DMV and Charlotte are just they are talking too much about the soccer game. I have the trophy. I'm the one to defend my title. The last soccer tournament was won in Dallas, and I have the trophy sitting in my trophy cabinet. So Dallas will be coming to retain the trophy, which is a SOBA tournament. So you all have trophies from separate tournaments, but not the SOBA related tournament. So please, before you brag, ask who has the trophy, and SOBA Dallas does, and I will bring in the trophy to take 2 back home. So you all are welcome.
Thank you.
I have a comment too.
What I can assure you, you're not getting any flags for taunting, but that was a good one. I like that.
I have a comment in regards to timing on Fridays. The people that are playing this early tournament, that's at 9 o'clock. For some people, they don't get into town like after midday. And if they wanted to participate, it will be hard for them to participate because they will not be there on time. So I don't know if in the future, they can organize tournaments that will start at least maybe afternoon, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. for those folks that will be landing like 10, 11 o'clock, so they can get themselves ready to participate in some of these tournaments. Because not everybody can come in on Thursday, you know?
Sure. We're going to go ahead and write it down on our task list of to-dos. Yes, we'll pass it on to the executive for consideration. One of the things we can share with Arizona, or maybe for some other state in the future, I know the next convention will be in Arizona. The later we go, the more hot it becomes. So some of these things, great ideas may have to be waived because of the weather conditions here in AC. But your point is,
I have a comment about that.
But your point is well taken, yes.
Yeah, I have a comment. This is Gareth from SOBA Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm President Iti from SOBA Houston. He made a good point. But logistically, sometimes placing this game the way we did, if we have to follow what he's saying, it may be tough because we have other items in the program. So you're going to have to push some program, and that can be tough, but we will look at it. So it's a good idea, but I just wanted to know that logistically, it can be challenging to go around that. That's just my comment.
I don't think it's only North Carolina. I think it's previous conventions have done the same thing too. So it takes away from other people.
Yeah.
If I may add, this is Chairman Nico, if I may add one more thing. I think the reason we could have given the entire Friday for sports, but I want everyone to take note that the soccer tournament is not only going to be a soccer tournament. The way the Carolina chapter has planned it is going to be a full ambiance, music, barbecue, other games, activities taking place. So we wanted everybody to be able to enjoy that ambiance. So sorry if we could not accommodate the entire, but the reason more is that by 1 o'clock, we want everybody to round up and be at the soccer field. There's going to be a full-fledged barbecue. There's music. We have other games that people can play on the side, but it's a full-fledged ambience for the Friday. So yes, President Woso, it's worth taking in, but I think that we didn't have time. We wanted to give you guys the VIP treatment we have been promising, and so we took some slots out of of different activities. So sorry about that, but maybe Arizona, you can consider that if you guys don't plan to do the same thing we're doing right here.
No, I'm not singling you guys out. It's not only North Carolina. It's been happening with probably most of the other conventions. So
yeah.
Let me.
So let's go ahead and on to POSA. But just to advise everybody, right? The purpose of this open forum now is more to just solicit feedback. It's not to problem solve. We're writing things down. I can see multiple people writing them down. Suggestions, it's okay, and then people will definitely consider that. So for the sake of time and in fairness to ideas that are being put forth, we cannot problem solve. It wasn't part of the agenda, but getting the ideas and just engaging again, I think it's exciting and it's part of the process. So I'll pass it on to POSA if he has anything.
MC Farrow.
Yes.
I think maybe since we have some people who are watching or that eventually watch about this, before the president concludes, maybe we should give the chairman an opportunity to tell those who are watching why they should make time to attend the convention. Some are within driving distance, and some of them are based in the Carolinas, so that once he does that, then Posa can give our closing remarks.
Excellent, good point. Sobangwa, are you there?
Okay, this is Makichu. Can I just chip in just 10 seconds, please?
Sure, go ahead.
Right. So my DMV folks and North Carolina, winners medal, trophies right here. I'm ready to defend. Just wanted to remind you. What does it say? SOBA America. If you have a SOBA America trophy in your cabinet, you can speak. If you don't, please be quiet. SOBA Dallas has it.
Excellent, excellent. I like that. That's great. So, Vance, gentlemen, what an exciting evening. You guys have really been awesome, to be quite frank. What a joy. I wish we had more time. I wish we could do this every week, but this is a prerequisite for the convention to come in about 2 weeks. So it adds more hype and more excitement. So with that, I will pass it over to the convention chair to provide us with a general reflection, and then we will have Posa wrap things up for tonight.
All right. Thank you, MC Sparrow. Thank you, everyone, for attending this great first of its kind event for SOBA. For us, the Carolinas, we are very excited. For the SOBAns, as I promised you guys in Dallas, we are not leaving any stone unturned. We will start on Thursday, and trust me, anyone who comes here on Thursday would have a good time. We're meeting at the Safari Lounge. On Friday, there's sport activities in the morning. Again, I just spoke about that a few seconds ago. The soccer activity is not just going to be soccer. It's going to be a full ambience, barbecue, music, other games going on, drinks, everything. So we really want you guys to enjoy this. Saturday morning, again, there are activities, sports for our Sobanese. There's the bus tour. We have lunch, and then we give everybody their time to go rest. And again, by 7 p.m., we'll be at the Hilton Banquet Hall ready to kick off with a lot of surprises. So please, don't say we didn't tell you. Come and see for yourself. Thank you.
Oh, don't leave out Sunday, please.
On Monday.
Okay. Sunday, of course, it's again the traditional barbecue. It's going to be live music, live barbecue, and that's when the final for the soccer is going to be. Every time there's a soccer, every time there's a soccer game, I think that's what Carolina is trying to use as a distraction for Dallas, so that you guys will concentrate eating meat so we can win the game. But there's going to be a full-fledged barbecue and other activities going on Sunday. It's match pass, trophies, award, all those things will be taking place on Sunday.
Great, and let's not forget on Thursday evening, it's happening at the Safari Lounge. And as you guys know, each time there is something at the lounge, only good things happen. So thank you, Carolinas, for that early watch mob scheduled for Thursday. With that said, I will pass it over to Posa.
Please, before you do, I have one last question about the hotel.
Go ahead.
I was asking in the forum if there is any paid parking or is it free parking?
It is
the daily rates.
It is a paid parking hotel, but we have negotiated for free parking. So every delegate can drive their car in there. It's free parking.
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic. Before I pass it over to Posa, and I just want to remind folks, we were at an event on Friday, and some of our Sobaneses may not be aware. So I really want to encourage everybody on this forum, share with your friends. If we get there and we are dressed on Friday night with our cultural regalia, and our wives don't have they didn't get the memo, we're going to be in trouble. So I encourage everyone, your significant other, your friends, spouse, please let them know. Because Amazon sometimes, if they don't have that dress ready to order, it could take 1 month, and we have just 2 weeks. So please put it on your agenda. Tell your wife, let them understand Friday night is a cultural night, and we expect a cultural regalia, everybody at their best, so they are all prepared as well. With that said, if there are no questions, I'll pass it back to Posa.
Well, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen, for taking part in this one of its kind, first of its kind event. Thank you for all of those watching on SOBA America TV. We appreciate you. Like the chairman has said, we're looking forward to a great convention. A couple of things that I wanted to add. There will be community service activity on Friday from 9 o'clock to noon. And also, there will be sporting activity, fitness activity for our Sudanese on Saturday during the meeting from, I believe, 9 o'clock also. And so I think those are the other things that we missed. Overall, we're excited for SOBA America. We continue to make our conventions bigger and better. We continue to have more ideas start coming and more activities during the convention. And sometimes that creates some logistical uh, um, troubles. But I think overall the goal is to have every someone have something that they like, something that they want to do to have a good time. And we recognize that not everybody can participate in every activity, but we want to have as much of a variety as possible so that we can have a good time. The goal of the convention is to achieve three things. The first one is to fellowship as a brotherhood, as Sobans, come together with our families and have a good time, network, see old friends and have that camaraderie. So that's goal number one. Goal number two is to do the business of SOBA America. And so I ask all of you delegates to please be on time at exactly 8 o'clock for the meeting on Saturday. And then goal number three is for us to come up with something meaningful out of the convention. And so this year, the theme of the convention is building a better, a healthier SOBA America. And so our convention speaker is Dr. Achu Mofo, Fungang Achu Mofo, who is a family practitioner in South Carolina. He will be giving a good talk on some important health issues during the meeting. And so we also have career workshop during the meeting. Those are the two elements of our intellectual enrichment session. So we want to come together, have a great time, fellowship with each other, and take something out of the convention and do the business of SOBA America. So I thank you all. I look forward to seeing you all. Those of you here, those of you watching on SOBA America TV, we are looking forward to seeing you all in the Carolinas. Our friends of SOBA, Sobanese and friends of SOBA, we will welcome you with open hands and we will show you the SOBAN way. So please come in numbers. And this is for all of us, the entire family, SOBA family, which includes obviously friends of SOBA. So thank you and have a good night.
Thank you, Posa. So it's about 9:41 p.m.
Thank you.
3:41 p.m. in Hawaii, and of course 6:41 p.m. here in Arizona. Thank you all for joining. This has been exciting. We've come to the end of 2023 SOBA National Draft Night. What an exciting night. Thank you all for participating. I would like to thank my co-host, Emeritus Mafani Etor, for joining me and to provide you all with an enhanced experience. Thank you all and may God bless.
All right.
All right.
Good job, fellas.
Thank you.
Wonderful.